Alright,
There we're back!
Got him.
Mr. Omega, Mr. Electricity, Mr. Future Icon, Justin.
Mr.
but
Cruze.
we might...
We got a list of people that we're going to talk about. Regardless of whether we rip them or talk good about them, we're going to talk about them. There's your introduction. Every opinion that you hear on here is the opinion of the person whose mouth the opinion is coming out of, and nobody else. It's not the opinion of YouTube, and if I say it, it's not his fucking opinion.
Or LOL or
or the shooter or wrestling pro or whatever, not wrestling pro, a worker or something, pro, I don't know.
Vet.
the super
Vet, that was
Vet.
it, vet. Who the fuck is vet?
old vet.
Old vet, real old vet.
Real.
If he was a real old vet, he would put his name on there.
He means veterinarian.
Basically, we're going to go down the line, and we're going to mention a Gulf Coast name, a person who's a talent in the Gulf Coast area, be it promoter or wrestler.
Good or bad.
What are you doing?
Imitating your shaking hand.
I'm not shaking.
You're nervous.
Steady. I'm
He's
drunk.
nervous, so he's shaking.
I don't want GCW to be mad at me. They're not going to put my name on the website anymore.
I'm gonna have it all out.
Okay.
First name.
Looking at the camera.
So basically, we're going to give our opinions of the particular person on the list here. Pick these names at random. Okay, the first name on our list is...
We're
not
randomly
random, it's
picking
on
a
the
name off this list right in front of us.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're all drunk.
Let's randomly start with number 1, Joey.
I hate you all.
Are we back yet?
I think we're
back!
We gotta be now.
Are we really going the first one?
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, Cameron Frost. Is
Cameron
the name.
Frost, the master of devastation. We're going to start with the left and move to the right. Justin
So
Cruze.
we're starting with me. What I think of him?
What do you think of Cameron Frost?
Good worker, quiet guy. Needs to kind of lay off the ripping off other people's spots and come up with his own stuff, I think. But he's a good worker. What do you
See,
think, Vortex?
I've kind of heard that before, that he does Ring of Honor spots or whatever. But since I don't watch Ring of Honor that much, I guess
Some
I'm not
people
smart into it, you know.
Right.
So I'm like, wow, it's real innovative. But anyway, if anybody's seen my shoot, you know, I worked him when he first started, and you know, like all of us, you know, we were green, we weren't that great. I'll put him over now. He's an excellent hand, one of the best workers on the coast. I mean, if I'm working him on a card, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I like the guy too, personally and professionally. I like him. He's a good dude. In my shoot, I said I had a man boner for him.
Man boner right here.
And
That's a shoot.
That's a shoot. And as far as the Ring of Honor spots, I say that they're justified in that, just like Sirus said, he doesn't watch Ring of Honor, and neither does most of this area, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it is innovative for down here. I mean, maybe he didn't come up with it 100%, but
He's bringing that style.
he's
to
bringing it
something
here, and I think
deal.
that's good.
Sure.
Right, I understand that, and what I was saying by coming up with his own stuff is he doesn't just like take a move and, you know what I mean, he doesn't pick anything apart or anything. He straight up will take a big long spot
The
and
whole
do it.
series.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, move for move. That's
But
all I'm
that
saying.
finish of his, whatever it is,
Oh, this
the spin
Omega
thing,
Crusher spinny thing? It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it looks great.
it's fun.
Yeah, you've taken
I've
it.
taken it a couple times. It's fun to be in. Just woo.
I've never had a chance to wrestle with Cameron Frost, but I've always find myself being a mark to watch his matches because he's very exciting and a good wrestler.
Okay, that one was boring. Next.
Bobby Dahl is next on the list. Our random list. Bobby Dahl, the owner-operator of the Pensacola Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, he's stressed.
One half of the original Black Sheep along with Danny Rowland.
I like him. He's a good worker. When I was just starting out, he was still in his twilight years, so I got a chance to work him a few times.
I worked him once in his twilight years, and then I worked him once out of retirement.
And I beat him when wearing Speedos.
You did beat him wearing Speedos.
Sweet.
I booked that.
I beat him in a battle royal that he
And
stepped over the top
I
rope.
did a cartwheel in that match. And ran through around and messed it up and busted my ass. I wish I had the
I've
tape.
wrestled Bobby on many, many occasions in many different stages of my career, and he was always very helpful and kind of took me under his wing, helped me along, and He's a good worker and a great guy.
I had a strap match with him at PWA. It was after, I think after Mercury had quit. And he didn't know if I was coming back. I ended up coming back, and he bought like $100 and something strap, this big 14-foot long deluxe crap. And I'm like, man, he's just gonna kill me. Yeah, I bought this just for you, man. But I've worked him a bunch of times, and I have nothing but good things to say about him as a worker. And personal crap, I'm late to the party as far as all that goes, but I have nothing bad to say about him as a promoter or a worker.
And right now he is the commissioner for Ultimate Wrestling. You can see him September 1st at the American Legion Post at the corner of Intendencia and Barrancas. All right.
Better than the shameless plug.
Chris Ace.
Chris Ace is the next name on the list. Gentleman from Birmingham, Alabama.
It's been a while.
He was a decent, mediocre worker. Yeah, I don't know. He's had some good matches, but I don't know. He was a little rough around the edges, I thought, as far as
I was
looking real smooth the whole time. And
He was a vampire.
Was he?
He was stuck in the vampire
not all the
river.
time.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
River D'Angelo was the hick vampire from hell or whatever. He'd look all goth, and then you'd see him. When you enter into the darkness, that is my home, or whatever. I'm like, Jesus, you shut your mouth. You looked all right until you.
And he'd stare at your forehead when he talked to you.
And he smiled all the time.
He did smile a lot. But we're talking about Chris Ace, not River D'Angelo.
I like Chris a lot as a personal level. I like him a lot. I always thought he could work real well as far as the rough around the edges. He was trained by a shooter,
Who was he trained by?
Spade.
Tony Spade.
So, I mean, he was trained by somebody who could legitimately beat ass. So I think that's where the roughness came from, is because he was stiff. I mean, Chris was a stiff fucking worker, and that was before I enjoyed, laying in a little bit. So it was all right. I had some good matches with Chris. I've had some fucking stinkers with him too, but
So did Chris Ace give Pat Tanaka your phone number?
Let's not talk about
Chris
that.
Ace, man.
Let's not talk about that.
I didn't like him, but that's why I kind of was a little mean.
Oh yeah, well, I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing it up.
I tagged.
Phone call from tweaked out Pat Tanaka, thanks to Chris Ace, trying to scam me for money to go to Japan. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man.
No, he got money from me.
I know a bunch of boys that sent him money. He was like telling me, just Western Union me some money and just send it to the Orient Express. Get it? I'm Pat Tanaka.
Yeah, I fell
Well,
for
look
it.
at your caller ID. That's me. I'm like, bro, you're fucking tweaked on coke, bro. And a lot of boys I knew were like sending him money, and I was just like,
You got me?
I wish you could have told me.
I wish I could have, bro, because I just it smelled of tweaked out scam from the beginning, and I don't know how many phone numbers and how many boys he got, but I was looking to go beat his ass on behalf of quite a few people.
Well, I heard that there was a situation where another person gave him some money that you don't want to scam for money. One of the
Double
two,
C?
One of the two Cheatums that you don't want to
Yeah,
fuck with.
the big one.
Did anything come of it? Did he?
I
And
doubt it.
You know, well, I heard that he got booked on one of Cletus's shows. Tanaka got booked on one of Cletus's shows and ran with the money and didn't show up. But Cheatham was working for that show. Cheatham would have fucked his world up real bad.
Yeah, I wish that happened.
I wish it would have happened too. Because Cheatham would have fucking killed him.
So
All right, so we're getting off something.
So as far as Chris Ace and River D'Angelo go, fuck Pat Tanaka.
That's the bottom line.
All right.
And yay, Chad Cheatham.
Yeah, beat his ass next time.
He's not even on.